What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex. You and you're watching the Ragin Nation Toy Show. This is just a web series. We're talking about toys and collectibles that matter to me. This is episode number 57.
3A, the last light, Optimus, last light. The last night, Optimus Prime. This is something that I really cannot wait to add to my collection. And I'm sure you guys have seen my recent addition, and that is the, just walk over here. The Soundwave. Wow, man, it looks so nice. And the last night Optimus Prime's going to go right here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to unbox him and then just put him right inside. There we go. I cannot wait to do this. I've had this guy sitting in my basement for so long, and we're finally going to make this happen. Whoa, a lot of reflections, so you can't really see. Oh my God, look at that. Holy. Wow. Let's get this out. It's Velcro. This is so cool. Totally did not expect something like that, but that is awesome. This takes up a lot of space, but let's just put this aside right here for now. Let's open this right up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, I didn't even realize there's this part first. Let's do this. Whoa! Holy cow! Not only do the instructions look nice, but look at the size of this. Look at the size of my hand compared to the shield. Holy! Look at all these parts. Oh my God! There's the sword. And he's got a lightsaber. Oh man! This is crazy. How do you even take this off? Oh, okay. You know, it looks like it's it goes through, but yeah, it's two separate parts. So cool. I don't even know what all these parts are. I just like looking at them right now. Oh man, what is all this? There's this piece here. There's this piece here. Oh man. Oh, these are fragile. That's why they got them in a bag. Look at that. Oh, but I'm most impressed with the shield and the sword. Man. Man, oh man. Okay. I'm not even sure what to do first, but let's just look at the actual figure itself. Oh man. Damn. Look at that. Oh boy. Oh my, it is massive. Press and hold abs before adjusting torso. Okay, I see. It's like it's a mechanism that allows it to lock it in place. Allows it to lock the torso in place. Okay, so press and hold abs before adjusting the torso. Okay, for articulation. Okay, that's interesting. It's good to know. Holy! Oh man, I'm kind of scared to take this guy out. This is so impressive. Look at that detail. Oh my God. I am crazy impressed. Look at the Cybertronian glyphs on it. Look at the weathering. Oh man. Oh man. This is crazy. I've never seen anything so beautiful. I'm not even a fan of the movie, but I do like Optimus Prime as a knight. That is crazy impressive. Before we do anything, we really should look at the instructions. I don't want to mess anything up at all. Okay, so okay, well, there's some things here like locking the sword in place like that. Some movable parts, finger movements, removable armor. that it is not something that that you just plug and play, you know, pick up and play, remove from the box and play. There's stuff that you got to know about. All I want to do, oh, this is impressive. Look at that. It can do the splits. So it can do that. But all I really want to do, and I'm not going to put on this blade because he's not about to kill Bumblebee. All I want to do is put on the shield and the sword. So that's all I really want to do. It does show you little details like these movable parts here. So that is very, very impressive. Oh, and look at that. This can move. Like all this parts open up to reveal the gun. And you could put, oh, I might just do that. I might just put the sword on his back with the shield. Oh, man. Let's take this guy out. I got Optimus out of the box. And I got to tell you straight up, it feels wobbly, but I know it's solid, actually. I know this is solid, but it just feels like there's so much weight up top that the legs can't hold it, the feet can't hold it, but it actually can. It just looks scary. And I think it has to do with the fact that there's got to be something at the, like, look how wide the feet are. So you know it can hold it up. But still, like, there's so much mass at the top, and it's such a big piece. And, of course, the idea that it costs, you know, $500 really makes you feel like, okay, you know, you gotta keep your hands here ready in case it falls. But like, it is a solid piece. Like, even if I have him leaning backwards, right, you can tell, you can feel that it's still trying to hold itself up on its own. Okay, so let me just get him in a better pose. It does come with these extra really flexible parts, and that is for its for Optimus's crotch armor, like these crotch skirts. So we're gonna put those on. There goes the crotch armor, and I'll tell you, it looks kind of weird. It almost feels like I would rather not put it on because there's now two things hanging off his off his crotch. But it's part of the armor. That's the way he's supposed to look. Maybe I'll get used to it eventually, but it still looks really, really great. Now, I did put him in a different pose. I've turned his legs around a bit, so now he's leaning forward more, whereas before he was leaning more backwards. And like, even if I try to push him backwards, he's still very stable. Like I said before, this is a very, very solid figure, especially in the you know, in the hips area or the legs, because it really needs to maintain and hold up all that mass up there. Now, this piece is for if I want to have him with his mouth, lips or a face shield. I personally prefer the more classic look, so the face shield is the way to go, just like it is when it comes out of the box by default, but that's what it would have looked like otherwise, and that's not the look I'm going for. There is so much going on here. So unlike Soundwave, the deluxe one I just unboxed in the previous episode, Soundwave has like solid state hands, like it just comes already posed. This one, on the other hand, has got articulated fingers, so I can just move them all around, and if I want to, I'm just going to keep them in a fist. But then this one I've opened up, so there's a lot you can do with the fingers here, and it's really awesome. It's really impressive in that sense. And I actually really love the neck movements on this. It's very solid and highly posable in so many different ways. So that is, once again, very, very impressive. I'm really happy with the way that looks and the overall look of him. Now, it does come with these extra parts here. And these extra parts, I was trying to figure out like where these go. But then later on, I realized that this matches this. So it's basically if you want the shield to attach to his left arm, which is actually what I wanted to do, because there's these pegs here for you to put the shield through. Because while the shield is very cool and it comes with this big gun, I actually don't want to pose him like that. That's not what I want to do with the shield. I just want to keep it in a closed state. And I know it's actually pretty, you know, these parts are pretty fragile there. I don't think I'm going to put that on. I know it's a little bit incomplete without that, but those parts are very fragile, and I might leave that alone. I'm going to put the sword in the back, but I am going to put the shield just on his arm, and I'm not going to put on these little pieces on, just because I really don't like the fact that, well, look how fragile these pieces are. It can snap off so easily, and that's why they have it separated here. And these parts are part of the gun for the these parts is the cannon for the shield, which I'm actually not going to put them on because I'm not going to put them in that pose. Holy, look at all that detail. Oh man. And this is it. Wow, it's such a solid piece. This part took a little bit of prying before it came out because, as you can see in the back, it goes in pretty deep. Like this, like these parts, these I don't know how you explain this, but these two parts there, they go in pretty deep in. So you really have to pull them out by prying it out carefully, of course. And see that corner right here? It's actually hidden underneath there. So it does require a bit of precision, but eventually comes out. The trick is to push this underneath this panel. So push this underneath this panel, get in the right position, and then push in. There you go. It's in now. So this one is for the arm blade, the one that he tries to kill Bumblebee with. So I can take this off and leave the original panel in. So that was kind of silly of me. I didn't read that part right. So this can come right off first. There you go. So now that big peg isn't sticking out because I don't need the arm blade. Now I can stick this in there, and it's just as simple as putting it on. Wow, look how massive it is. Huge. Just squeeze it together. There we go, and we're all set. Woo! Now I'm going to put the sword on the back. This sword is massive, but you cannot not have the sword on. Sword on. So there are two parts you need to put on the sword. This piece and this piece. This piece has 3 grooves there, right? And that goes directly into this spot with 3 grooves. So that literally goes on like so. There you go. Now you have a peg that's sticking out for you to put this on. Now what it shows here is that you would line it up diagonally so the sword can go on diagonally. That's what we're going to do. I have put the holder on diagonally, and now I can stick this right in. Oh ho 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 ho. Now it is a little bit off. That's a little bit too off. So I'm just going to adjust that more that way. There you go. Now I could do it like this, but I don't think that looks that good. And plus it's a little bit awkward, realistically speaking. If he were to pull the sword out from his shoulder, he'd want it more easily accessible. So this is the way. Yeah, I think this is the way I like him. Wow. Very impressive. I'm loving how this looks. This is so detailed and just such a amazing piece. Some people might not like this design, but it's not so much that I like it or I don't like it. It's just the overall package is so beautiful, and it looks like Optimus Prime as a knight, and that is just cool as hell. So it is going in the collection. Oh, look at that. Well, he does end up taking up quite a bit of space. They both do, but it looks like this guy is actually bigger. I thought that he would definitely bigger because there's so many different parts to him, but looks like the invasion mode does take up more space. Like, look at all that mass and armor on him. Like, even the arm alone is much bigger than this piece here. But if I'm looking at this one, yeah, it looks like the two original Optimus Primes are much bigger than this one. Now, what I do want to add is that I do want to have this one switched out over here. That way you can see the shield. So I think I'm going to do that. So all I've done now is have them switch places because I do want to see the face of the shield. By turning them the other way, you don't really see that. And there you have it. That's it. So now my 3/8 collection is pretty much complete. The thing is that I do have a squeaks, but I don't want to... I'm planning to sell them. I don't want to keep the squeaks. It's just not something that I really like. I bought them as an impulse. The other thing that I do have that I won't be able to fit anywhere is a premium size, which is this size, Starscream from the first movie. So there's no way I can fit them anywhere. I'm saving these other spots for other Transformers. So that is it. That is my latest collection update, they're all here. So let's just do a recap of what I got. The Blitzwing, the Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Soundwave, which comes with the Ravage in the deluxe form. Okay, and this is the original Transformers 2007 movie Bumblebee with the Optimus Prime. This is the premium scale. Now these are from Jada. These are, I think, 124 for 132nd scale, I believe. That's the side swipe crosshairs and Bumblebee. And of course, the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime from Transformers Age of Extinction, as well as the latest Transformers Last Night Optimus Prime. I love having a shield on his arm and the sword in the back. That way he can reach for it easily and get ready for battle. It's nice and shiny, a nice little contrast compared to the really dirty and beat up, weathered look of the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. And that's it. Once again, I did mention that I do have a Squeaks, which I'm selling. I did end up selling my Bumblebee from Transformers Last Night. A lot of people are fans of that design, but I didn't like the movie, so I didn't want too many things from that film, except for the Optimus Prime. And of course, I have a Starscream that I have nowhere to put. Absolutely nowhere to put, no room whatsoever, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I do want to keep them, though.
There's a Megatron from Transformers Last Night, but that one's really expensive. I'm talking about $600 or something like that. And it's because it's the biggest one out of all of them. It has the most mass out of all the 3A premium scale Transformers. I'm actually really excited for the deluxe class or deluxe scale 3A releases. I'm excited to see what they all are because I would rather get those. They're cheaper, more, they're more economical to buy, and they just have much more value because they're cheaper and you get so much out of them. All the detail is all there. It's just the size that's smaller. Anyways, that's all I got to say in this video. It has been an unboxing video and a collection update. So I'm going to continue making these videos to show you what I have, and I'm really excited to show you guys the full complete setup. All right. Anyways, my name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. See you next time.